Pam Grier's dominance in the 70s was marked by her status as a trailblazing actress in blaxploitation films, where she became an iconic figure for her powerful portrayals of fierce, independent, and assertive women. She starred in films like Foxy Brown, 1974, Coffee, 1973, Sheba, Baby, 1975, and Friday Foster, 1975. These roles showcased her as a fearless, gun-toting heroine who took on corrupt systems, drug dealers, and criminals, while also breaking stereotypes about women in cinema, especially black women. Her performances were groundbreaking, not only for their action-packed intensity, but also for how they embodied a new kind of female empowerment, making her a symbol of strength, resilience, and beauty. Pam Grier's on-screen presence in these films, often described as tough and seductive, challenged traditional gender roles and became a hallmark of 70s black cinema. Pam Grier's battle with stage 4 cervical cancer was a pivotal and deeply personal chapter in her life. At the age of 30, during the height of her acting career, Pam went in for a routine cervical smear test and received devastating news. Abnormal cells were found in her cervix, and she was diagnosed with stage 4 cervical cancer. Doctors told her she had only 16 to 18 months to live, a diagnosis that shook her world. After undergoing surgery to remove the abnormal tissue, Pam hoped for the best, but her condition was so severe that further treatment couldn't start immediately. During this difficult time, she also experienced emotional struggles, including abandonment from her then-boyfriend, who did not support her during her first chemotherapy session. This added to her emotional and physical toll. Despite the grim prognosis, Pam fought back. She turned not only to traditional chemotherapy, but also sought solace in Eastern medicine, inspired by a PBS documentary on healing practices around the world. This led her to explore alternative treatments like acupuncture, herbal therapy, and meditation. Combining these methods with her chemotherapy, Pam focused on a holistic approach to healing. Pam Grier's resilience and commitment to her health led her to survive, and she has been in remission for decades. Today, she continues to inspire others with her story of overcoming stage 4 cancer and her emphasis on holistic health and natural healing. After Pam Grier was diagnosed with stage 4 cervical cancer, she initially underwent surgery to remove the abnormal tissue found in her cervix. While she hoped the surgery would put her on the path to recovery, the bad news didn't stop there. Despite the procedure, her condition remained critical, and the cancer was more advanced than initially thought. Following the surgery, Pam faced a major setback. Her doctors informed her that they couldn't begin any further treatment, such as chemotherapy, for another 6 weeks due to the trauma her body had already endured. This waiting period added to the emotional strain of her diagnosis, as she had to confront the reality that her battle with cancer was far from over. During this time, Pam was also given the heartbreaking prognosis of only 16 to 18 months to live, intensifying her sense of urgency and fear. This delay in treatment felt like an additional burden as she began to mentally and physically prepare for what lay ahead. These setbacks, combined with the emotional toll of abandonment by her boyfriend and the overwhelming weight of her diagnosis, could have broken her spirit. However, Pam ultimately used this time to reflect and explore alternative healing methods, which became a key part of her journey to recovery. Pam Grier's cancer battle was not only a physical challenge, but also an emotional and personal one, marked by significant struggles with abandonment and isolation. One of the most heartbreaking aspects of her journey was the reaction of her loved ones, particularly her then-boyfriend, who failed to support her during her most vulnerable moments. After her cancer diagnosis, Pam faced the devastating reality that her boyfriend, whom she thought she could rely on, did not show up for her first round of chemotherapy. His absence during such a critical time added to her pain, leaving her feeling abandoned when she needed support the most. Pam later shared that she didn't see him again for 5 years, underscoring the emotional toll his abandonment took on her during her illness. This experience taught Pam a difficult lesson about the fragility of relationships in times of crisis. She once reflected, "You learn who your friends are when you have cancer." The emotional betrayal by someone she loved compounded the challenges she faced, leaving her to navigate both the physical fight for her life and the emotional struggle of feeling abandoned. This experience taught Pam a difficult lesson about the fragility of relationships in times of crisis. She once reflected, "You learn who your friends are when you have cancer." The emotional betrayal by someone she loved compounded the challenges she faced, leaving her to navigate both the physical fight for her life and the emotional struggle of feeling abandoned. Despite this personal hardship, Pam didn't succumb to bitterness. Instead, she found strength within herself and relied on a combination of traditional and alternative treatments to heal, eventually emerging from the experience as a symbol of resilience and inner strength. Her ability to overcome both the illness and the personal struggles it brought with it continues to inspire many. Pam Grier's journey to remission and healing is a powerful testament to her resilience and determination. After being diagnosed with stage 4 cervical cancer and given only 16 to 18 months to live, she defied the odds and not only survived but thrived. Pam's approach to healing was holistic. While she underwent chemotherapy, she also turned to Eastern medicine for additional support. Inspired by a PBS documentary titled Healing in the Mind with Bill Moyers, Pam was introduced to alternative therapies like acupuncture, herbal treatments, pressure therapy, and meditation. Seeing the success of these methods in other cultures gave her hope and led her to combine them with her traditional treatments. This integrative approach to healing played a significant role in her recovery. Pam credited the documentary for changing her mindset and opening her eyes to alternative ways of healing. She became dedicated to these practices, and over time, they contributed to her being cancer-free. Pam has been in remission for decades and remains an advocate for a healthy, natural lifestyle. Today, Pam embraces what she calls the green method, a lifestyle focused on healing from nature, fresh air, and a close connection to the earth. She emphasizes the importance of diet, self-care, and balance in staying healthy and strong. Her story of overcoming such a severe diagnosis and staying cancer-free for decades serves as an inspiration to many. Pam's remarkable recovery and dedication to wellness continue to shape her life, and her outlook on health remains as positive and proactive as ever. Her victory over cancer and her advocacy for holistic health are central to her lasting legacy. Pam Grier's story is a shining example of inspiration and resilience, both in her battle with cancer and in her overall approach to life. Despite being diagnosed with stage 4 cervical cancer at the height of her career and being told she had only 16 to 18 months to live, Pam refused to accept defeat. Instead, she found the strength to fight back through a combination of traditional and alternative medicine. Her ability to remain hopeful and resourceful during such a challenging time speaks to her resilience. Even when faced with emotional betrayal and abandonment by her boyfriend, who did not support her during chemotherapy, Pam remained focused on her healing journey. She turned inward, finding strength in her own willpower and exploring Eastern healing practices like acupuncture, herbal remedies, and meditation. This integrative approach was not only critical in her physical recovery, but also in maintaining her emotional and spiritual well-being. Pam's decision to fight back against the cancer diagnosis and to live a full, healthy life afterward has made her a role model for others facing similar challenges. Her openness about her struggles and victories has inspired countless people battling illness, reminding them that it's possible to find healing in unexpected places and that a positive mindset can make a difference. Beyond her health struggles, Pam Grier's life and career continue to be marked by strength and independence. From her groundbreaking roles in the 70s to her advocacy for holistic living today, she has demonstrated the power of resilience and perseverance. Pam's journey is not just about surviving cancer but thriving in every aspect of her life, making her an enduring source of inspiration. Today, Pam Grier is thriving and living a full, healthy life. She has been in remission from stage 4 cervical cancer for decades and continues to inspire others with her story of survival and resilience. Now in her 70s, Pam remains active both personally and professionally. Pam Grier has focused on maintaining her health through holistic practices and a natural lifestyle. She follows what she calls the green method, emphasizing the importance of nature, fresh air, and healing from the earth. Pam continues to practice the Eastern medicine techniques that played a key role in her recovery, such as acupuncture, herbal remedies, and meditation. She advocates for healthy living and balance, focusing on both physical and mental well-being. In addition to her health journey, Pam is still involved in the entertainment industry. She has taken on various roles in film and television over the years, including appearances in popular shows like This Is Us and Bless This Mess. Pam also remains a powerful figure in Hollywood, particularly as a symbol of empowerment for Black women in film. Pam Grier is also a passionate animal rights advocate and environmentalist. She lives on a ranch in Colorado, where she enjoys a peaceful life surrounded by nature and her animals. Overall, Pam Grier is not only a survivor, but a thriving example of strength, health, and continued success. She continues to inspire others with her story of overcoming adversity and embracing a holistic, positive approach to life. Pam Grier has remained active in the entertainment industry and continues to work on new projects. While she hasn't announced a specific upcoming project as of late, she has been involved in several exciting ventures over the last few years. Here are some things to look out for regarding Pam's future projects. Television appearances. Pam Grier has made notable guest appearances in shows like This Is Us and Bless This Mess. It wouldn't be surprising if she continues to take on roles in television, especially as more series feature strong, complex characters that align with Pam's iconic persona. Film projects. Pam is often sought after for film roles that celebrate her legacy. In recent years, she's starred in independent films and continues to be a beloved figure in the industry. Fans are hopeful for future movie roles where she can showcase her enduring talent. Biopic and memoir. A long-anticipated biopic about Pam Grier's life has been in the works, based on her memoir, Foxy, My Life in 3 Acts. The memoir details her life, from her career to her personal battles, including her fight with cancer. Though progress on the biopic has been slow, fans are eager to see her inspiring story come to the screen.